Hi, my name is Buckley. I'm primarily a photo-based artist. This piece I created in 2021. It's part of a larger series called The Body Hypothesized. Um, it's one of 15. So in this series, I was aiming to showcase queer beauty essentially. So the title of each work is the person's name and how they identify. So this one is Daenerys Magdalene, he, she, they, non-binary. And for me, it was really important for everyone to dress how they wanted. I didn't give anyone stylistic parameters because I wanted everyone to feel their most authentic self. So this is how they turned up, stunning and beautiful. It's printed on 2 layers of fabric. So the first layer is a satin and then another fabric called voile over top. And it's like misaligned so that when you move around it, like similar to those agendas in like the 2000s that would move, like it has that type of vibe. Because like queer beauty like changes over time, you know, like I'm fortunate enough to still know this person, like they still like their look, but things change, you know. Even I have a portrait that's part of the series, my name has changed since like I first took it, you know. So it's never ending, and I think that's like one of the most beautiful parts of being queer and accepting like that as your, sorry I'm bad with words, but you know, like accepting yourself in any form, like it changes over time, and I think that's incredible. Yeah, like I said, this is a photo. Actually, a lot of people think it's a painting, but I just went crazy in Photoshop, you know, because I did want it to appear painterly. Just throughout photography, you know, when it first started as a medium, that's what it was being compared to. So when I was thinking, making this series, if I'm gonna like elevate it to what is the classic idea of art and beauty, when we say it to people, especially if they're not into art, they're painting, right? So I wanted to put my work in that caliber, right? And yeah, this is how it came out. Y'all got any questions?
What is the process for getting something like this printed onto the fabric and presenting it the way you do?
Yeah, so it is a digital image, and basically this was run through an inkjet printer. So I made it when I was in school. I went to SCAD in Savannah, so I had access to some awesome equipment. But it's called like digital inkjet like sublimation, so it's similar to printing on fabric, but it's really hard to find shops that do it, unfortunately. But yeah, it's essentially like using an inkjet printer. You just have to find a shop that's willing to do it. Yeah.
What made you choose this specific piece? Because you said it's a part of a larger series.
Yeah, so this one, they're not all printed the same. So some of the other pieces in the series, 3 of them are on metal. That also was on like inkjet. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to talk a little bit about inkjet printing, because there's a lot you can do with it that you shouldn't necessarily, like they don't want you to, but they're like, you can get, like there's a company called Inkaid that you can get all these coatings, like inkjet coat 1 and 2, and then the world is your oyster, and you can put anything through that bad boy, and that's what I love to do. So yeah, like 3 of them are on metal, and then like most of them are printed on a handmade paper called a mate. So this one is actually the only one that's printed like this, and I love like printing large, and I love like the movement in it.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to know a little bit about like how you set up your like to frame to do the picture. I see like a lot of different layers around and the fruit, and yeah, I just want to know like a little bit of your process with that.
So the set design is really like spur of the moment. Yeah, I just kind of like, it's like multiple different layers of fabric.